Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another. We're doing a live draft here. ESPN Fantasy Baseball. This is actually God's Fantasy. We did one on Yahoo. Did on Sunday. Got another one that we're ESPN. For those who are in, giving away Ronald Acuna Jr. home run winner, home run challenge winner. This one's numbered 460 of this fantasy base. Good luck, everybody, in it here. So you can see we got about 12 minutes for the draft starts. I'll enlarge this here for you. For those who may not be accustomed to ESP drafts, very similar to Yahoo. A couple of small differences. Total, well, all the players in the league top and how much you spend. You'll see your rank or your team pick here along the left, and you'll have a position tracker down up here. And then you have a queue that you can pull up. So if there are guys on the list that you remember before, um, as you go draft here, place them that way first at hand in case do a little research on them, looking to get them kind of later on in the auction. You can do so. So basically, the way that for those who have been maybe seeing the first time, the way that these work, you have $260 to spend. You have 22 players to draft. So out of the 260, you bid on the players that you and of course, eventually all the players. There's 20 players per team. 12 teams, about a little less than 300 players to draft in this. Um, Once everybody has picked up players, have used their money, then that ends draft those players. That's now this um is a head-to-head category league. So we've got runs, homers, runs batted in, stolen bases, average, um, strikeouts, wins, saves, ERA, pitched that are going to be tracked. So what I would typically do in these drafts beforehand, kind of click on the players that I am interested. Not some that aren't as apparent. Like if I scroll down the list here, for example, if I don't mind the new Spencer Strider, I would kind of in my just that way I can find it to pay attention to him, especially someone bidding on him. That's another one that I'm taking a look at. Um, actually had a pretty good spring. Josh Lau. So there's a few down here that I'll keep an eye on there. Now, of course, in this league, you guys are going to see everything that I've got going on here. My best interest. If I want to keep this pretty competitive, be in my best interest to kind of hide the players that I'm in. So hopefully, you guys didn't catch that. If you did, then you got a little tip. But usually, how I see this going, there's three sections. It's the first section, so the first eight kind of players that you pick up here are likely going to be your stars, your stars, the guys that you want after. I'd like to try and get. if I can. Um, and then, once you get towards the middle draft here, so after you're done, kind of see what hole fill team. Um, position wise here. So if you haven't drafted a catcher yet, you should keep that in mind. Pitcher, keep that in mind. And of course, as you get towards the back end of the draft, so pick three, you're basically just looking to kind of complement that situation. Ideally, for myself, I'd like to get as much of an can. That was my strategy from last year. It worked out okay. I didn't really fourth place this league here, so not too bad. Looking to, but honestly, this is fun. So for me, I'm just happy to do this guys for another year. Glad you guys are joining. Got a couple of new faces, or one new face, Zenlot boy, in our Yahoo draft here a couple of nights. This and Philly draft here. We got a few guys on auto draft. Hopefully, they'll be here proper proper draft here. But either way, I'm excited to do this guys for another year, and hopefully not too many injuries. I know injuries always kind of kill a team, especially early. Now, I guess as notes here, one of the big notes that actually just happened yesterday, I believe. Uh, Garrett Cole surgery. Hopefully, auto will be taken off. Auto Garrett Cole spending a lot. That typically happens. Some type of auction drafts. If set up pick from, sometimes you'll get players and you don't really know what to do with them. Well, you're gonna end up dropping them. It's valuable dollars that you can. Nevertheless, let's get ready here for the draft. A couple of things that I like to do. I believe as they're head to head. I focus mainly on having my team prepared playoffs, so I don't mind so much picking up players that might be injured to start the season, at least as long as they're available. Comes to a close here in September when you guy like, for example, Spencer Strider, who I alluded to before. I would feel comfortable rostering him and leave there for the first actually make appearance, and just hoping that he works out through out his rust in second half. That's all I anticipate my team. Hopefully my team's going to be good enough to make the playoffs this year. Um, and if it is, then um, I just need to playoffs happen. So that yeah, we got about 5 minutes to go here. I want to thank those who are going to be watching us here live. I think I can. Might kick me out here for No, it's not gonna let me. Well, this way. All I'm trying to do is get a link live stream. And I'll save that. There. There we go. Oh, here and we're set. We should be good now. Sorry about the working around here, but we should be good to go. All right, so we got about a minute left here, and looks like I'm going to be nominating towards the end of all. I'll be the 11th person to nominate. So when time elapses for the draft to start, then Daniel's Dangerous team first player, then we're all going to bid on there, and hopefully they can make it here in time. I see Ryder in the chat. What's up, Ryder? Under a minute to go. So I will be doing, for those who may us do this here, I will be doing fantasy baseball throughout the season. So definitely uh, check out the channel here. I do have a specific baseball channel that we're starting up here. It's basically baseball. You'll see all this content, my weekly videos and all that stuff there for you guys take a look at if you want to set up your team. I'll still be doing that, so definitely go check that out. All right, we got a couple 10 seconds to go. Here we go, guys. Good luck. 4 people in the live stream. If you guys want to just smash that like button there for me, that would be great. And wish us all good luck. Here we go. First person up for draft here is going to be Ellie De La Cruz. He already at $55 here. Barry's Roid Ragers is at 56. Is going to take down Ellie De La Cruz, $56. So basically, the way this works, you've got, it looks like 20 seconds to nominate someone. Oh, there's the nomination now. Barry's Roid Ragers, and I am Otani here. Why is he? Still going, 73. Yeah, all right. You can have him for 81. Yeah, yeah, that's going for all the big players here. All right then. Got Bobby Witt. Well, we'll see how this pans out. He's going to have a really top-heavy team. Hopefully, he doesn't get any injuries there. That'd be really unfortunate. All right, I just landed Aaron Judge. Good Lord in heaven. Oh, off to a bit of an auspicious start. I had a feeling that Barry's Roid Ragers was going to grab Judge too, the way things were going. See, I don't know. I mean, he's got Witt and Ellie, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he'll trade one of them for Otani MVP, $47. Sandlot Boys, 48 on Jose Ramirez. Back into 048. Kyle Tucker is up next. $46 from Todd's Talented. Take him down for 46. All right, now we got Soto. We are sitting, climbing to $48 here. Bryce Crispy Soto. Bordeaux's Braves almost. And I didn't realize he was even going to get it. Bordeaux's Braves try to throw in another one here. Bryce Crispies goes back over top for 54 and is going to take him down. Nicely done here for Bryce. Up next, we got Freddie Freeman. I'm curious if Barry is going to make one of those shortstops available at some starts. If you're, well, actually, I imagine you're here. I don't know if you're in on the live stream. If you are, I'd be a buyer on interested. I'd even throw Judge in the mix. Rice Krispies is up next. Going Bryce Harper. Kind of feel obligated to give Bryce Harper to you. To take him down. Pete Alonso. We're up to $21 on Pete Alonso. And it's now my turn to put somebody up for bids and let Rice Krispies is going to kill Harper and Alonso. Securing two of the bigger first base bats in the league. You're at $40 on Paul Skeen. $9, sorry. Connie's going to. Now we're up to Corbin Carroll. Yeah, this first part of the draft, this is really a feeling things out kind of thing here. There is, I can't remember if there actually is a presentation exactly who bid on what. $40 for Corbin Carroll going to Brendan Ryan. Next we got Vlad. Might have overpaid a little bit for Vlad, but I can't. Okay, so I got my two big bats. I got Aaron Judge and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Gunnar Henderson is next at short. Got $42 bid. Oh, $42 bid for Nick. Take him for 44. Mookie Betts. Multiple positions, Mookie Betts. Hopefully stays healthy, Mookie. $36, $37, $40. Back and forth on the auto. 43 for Nicholas Nif. Oh, Gordo's Braves over top. Nicholas Nifty back over top for 45. So that's what's going to down here. Nicholas, $5 for bets. Francisco Lindor is up next. I guess maybe if I click on. Okay, I see. So if I click on any of the teams, I can see what they've drafted. So clicking on Barry's Royd Ragers, lock down two best shortstops and best hitter or player that you can get in ESPN fantasy, Shohei Ohtani. Um, not gonna be able to put in for much else here for a little bit, but he's yeah. In mine, I can see I got Aaron Judge, and Vladimir Guerrero. Probably paid 10. Adley Rushman, $20 bid for Ohtani MVP. Catcher. I made the mistake in the Yahoo draft. I didn't pick my catcher until the absolute last pick, and I got stuck with Sean Murphy, which I'm regretting. So hopefully I won't make that mistake again. This draft, hopefully, will fall in my lap. $44 for J Rod. I like J Rod as a bounce back player here, just based on the skill set. The only problem with J Rod is he plays half his games in Seattle. I would rather Jackson Churio up next, where he plays his games in Milwaukee, which is a much better hitting. He's a potential 30-30 guy this year. Have to see, definitely have the ability to do it. We're sitting at $39 for him, more than I would have liked to spend. I'm just going to pass. Sandlot Boys is going to take him down for $40. Congratulations, Sandlot Boys. Right. Otani's going to be picking next here, and we got Tariq Skubal. Thinking of going in one more 40, but couldn't pull the trigger. Tariq Skubal going to Bordeaux's Braves, I believe that got him. Hey, I can't hate you on there. Just if you end up getting a whole or Sam, sorry, speaking as who I'm speaking. I'm not quite sure if you're watching the live streamer. Yeah, he says Seattle fan of him overcame himself in the sweepstakes. Completely understandable. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to get Vlad. But yeah, if you end up getting a really strong outfield, you may end up thinking about starting J Rod at home. Hopefully, he'll be able to beat. I mean, he's definitely talented. Honestly, home runs, if you don't get a whole bunch, at the end of the day, the strikeouts that I worry about. Got to tone that down. He does that, and he's a top 3 or 4 outfielder in this. All right, Christian Walker. See, I would love to go in on Christian Walker. I think he's going to have a huge season in Houston, but I got Vlad, so I can't really. Download Boys for $23 though is going to take down Christian Walker and his player. All right then, who do I want to? Oh, that reminds. I was talking about Garrett Cole earlier. Okay, good. So you see that I'm glad that they did this. Gotta be careful what I don't end up getting. But he's $0, so chances are he's not going to get drafted. Fernando Tatis is up next here, $39 bid. Bentley, and he's taken down by Platano Power. His first pickup of the draft here, Fernando Tatis. So as it stands, Otani MVP has got, well, actually not most money. Daniel hasn't picked yet. Yet Alien Xenomorph hasn't picked a player yet here. Otani, Platano Power got one guy chosen. Two now. Zach Wheeler. Ooh, 37 might be. All right, Jordan Alvarez is up next. Bordeaux Braves at $38. See, for my all-around team build, I've got the power and the average kind of locked in there with Judge and Guerrero. I need some speed, so wouldn't really benefit much to go after Jordan Alvarez because he helped me. He's gonna basically enforce the categories I'm good in, and not help me in the categories that Otani's gonna take him down for $41. That's his second pickup of. Now we got Trey Turner. Nano Power at 33. Pretty heady players that he's picked up here in the last couple of. Jaron Duran. Now I haven't been really high on Jaron Duran, as I don't believe that cast. Maybe I should start really thinking that he's a little bit better than what I'm dogging on him. He's got a good amount of power, and that's a really good ballpark hitting in. Jaron Duran, $32. Otani MVP. He's going to steal a bunch of bases too. He just doesn't walk. That's my issue with him. He doesn't walk. Make him a player. All right, next up is Austin Riley. Bordeaux Braves at $30 for Austin. Go one more. 32. All right, I'm out. I like him. That one might bite me in the ass a little. Not willing to spend. So Gordo's break. Gordo, you got that. Who else did you get? Freeman, Riley, Lindor. Oh, you got a nice team. Brendan Ryan enthusiast taking down Ketel Marte. Probably the best second base. Second base pool is pretty shallow, so picking up a lot of sense ahead of the game. Most players that were second at least. Jordan Westberg. Yeah, I like Jordan Westberg. I want to commit. Really. Hoping to get him on a little bit cheaper later on in this draft. $15 for him. That one might. Ronald Acuna Jr. That might be too much for. Oh, Gordo, over top 32. uh, I'm probably gonna hate myself for doing this, but I'm gonna let you have. Passing on a lot of players here. I gotta get back into the action. Jackson Merrill is high. People are expecting big things in a second season. It looks like $35. Bryce Krispies. All right, lots of money is being spent here. Alex Bregman. Apologize if you guys heard that. That's probably a gross thing. On YouTube, yeah, get us straight. Logan Gilbert's up next. Like I won that sweepstakes and I didn't even try to. All right, Logan Gilbert's coming on. And it's always good to have a piece of the Seattle pitching staff. I had Logan Gilbert last year. Right, it looks like Gordo's Braves is going to take down big player Jazz Chisholm. Manny Machado is going to be up next. Another big takedown for Gordon. He's got your team's pretty much done here. Wow. All right, Cole Reagans is up. $30 for Brendan Ryan. Got Matt Olson. More power. Ugh. Makes you wonder. Wasn't too long ago he put up 50 plus home. All right, Garrett Crochet is up next. Never actually figured out for sure if that's how you pronounce his last name. That's how I've been calling him for a couple seasons. $26 bid by Bryce Crispy. Down in services, $9. Bryce Crispy. It looks like, yep. Congratulations. Berries is up. Dylan's Rice Krispies again. I kind of like I kind of like what's happening here with. Well, I've seen this as a pattern for a lot of guys. They're falling a lot of good star players early. Make sure they got exactly what they want. It's going to leave them exposed in the middle part of this draft, of course. Can't fault back a team. Blake Snell is up next. I don't mind taking him down for 17. There's a lot of risk, of course, with picking Blake Snell because guaranteed. Like get him in the playoffs. That's all I care about. Daniel's Dangerous team walks down Kyle Devers for 26. That's actually a pretty good deal. Big Burger is up. Kyle Schwarber is up next. Jake Burger went for 13. I was contemplating throwing in another bid there. I don't mind picking him up. And third base is starting to look real shallow now. That might cause me issues later on in this draft. Al Schwarber at $23. That's a pretty good for Sandlot Boys. Get him. Yep. Sandlot Boys. $23. Kyle Schwarber. And Nicholas Nifty team. O'Neill Cruz for 23. Here's a guy that gets undervalued every year, and it kind of is unfortunate that he's listed as a DH. He's listed as an Yahoo leagues. It's going to use his value ESPN if he can't log outfield. Still $21. Daniels, nice pickup. Wyatt Langford up. Up to 26. Looks like Sandlot Boys is going to take him for 26. Congratulations. Now we got Corey Seager. We're up to 26 on Seager. Daniel's Dangerous team. Take him down. Alien Xenomorph still has yet to pick. There. Hey, Gordo. I didn't realize you were in the chat. I apologize about that. Hopefully you're still there. So you and I are going first week? Oh boy. Michael Harris. Sorry, Brent Rooker went for 27. A little more than I thought he'd go for. But that it's not Oakland, they're playing it anymore. I'll take Michael Harris for 18. Don't mind if I do. Get me my first stolen base threat of the season. Ooh, first reliever. Manuel Class A. I'm not one to be betting on Class A. I like the fact that he's closing down a bunch of saves. $17 though. Holy cow. Okay, maybe I should have bid in. I like the fact that he's closing down in Cleveland, and he's been just at getting saves. Doesn't strike out enough guys. Not enough for me. Tommy Edman. Anybody else going to bet on him? There you go. Free player for Barry's Royd Ragers. That's actually not bad. Tommy Edman for one at this stage. I was surprised. I thought that he's not going to be the starter, a starter, sorry, in Dodgerland here, but he's going to get his fair share of at bats going all around the dime. That's going to be a great player to have on your bench spots here. We got Mason Miller. Might be putting in a little more money than I want on Miller, but he's my dark horse for best reliever. Alien Xenomorph still has a play. Haven't picked up a player yet. Todd's got one. Kyle Tucker. Xenomorph is still fortunate. Wish they were there. But you know what they say: the game's not won or lost. Draft certainly helps if you draft well, but if you stay active throughout the season, you can make up for a uh, poor draft here pretty quick. Vinny Pasquantino is next, up to $7. Brendan Ryan enthusiast. That's a good player to pick up. Look at picking. He might be a lock for 100 runs hitting ball. I was tempted to throw a bid on there, but I held up. So we're currently at pick 59 of 276. I didn't realize it actually has the amount. I guessed around three. Dunlop boys at 18. So this would make the most expensive reliever, which is pretty impressive. At only $18. People aren't chasing saves as much. Jose Altuve is going to be next. We're up to $20 here for Daniel's Dangerous Team. All right, so at this point, we're about a quarter of the way in. We're getting close to finishing that first stage of the draft that I was mentioning. Draft started, where you're really just trying to get the best players you can to put onto your squad and kind of where you're at once that's done. So far, I'm not super pleased with my team, but it's early. It's early. Hopefully, in the second half, I'll be efficient. I don't sweat the first bit of the draft here. I just want to get a couple of really good guys and then get out, which I think I achieved that with Judge and Guerrero. Probably spent a little bit too much on Gilbert now that the Oscar is up for $15. Might actually take this down. Yeah, that's a good pickup. An auto too. $15 for Teoscar Hernandez. Got Framber Valdez up next. There's a lot of pitchers coming up that's going to carry a lot uh of the trade or the draft dollars. And I've got a good start on the pitching crew that I want, so I don't feel obligated to really jump in. So hey, Alien Xenomorph has his first pick. It's gonna be Framber Valdez, $21. I have to pick, and it's gonna take down Michael King. Up next, we've got Salvador Perez, another guy that's gonna hit a bunch of or driving a bunch of runs, hitting behind Bobby Witt. Odds talented team take him down for $60. Carlos Santana is up next. Looking for another $1 player here. Gonna be the starters, if I'm not mistaken, at first base in Cleveland. Again, you're digging through Barry's digging through the lineup to see uh pick off that nobody's bid on. That's not a bad one. All right, Ozzy Albies up next. I'm gonna be kicking myself here. I should really second base. Let that one go by too. All right, next up we got Junior Caminero. And I'm gonna take him down here. I was kind of happy about that. I wanted to spend dollars on it there, but again, we're starting to get thin in third baseman, and I lock somebody down. I got Junior Caminero. If I'm lucky, they'll give Vlad third base eligibility throughout the season. That way, I can kind of move him around and just see if I can find a guy to fit in first. Which for now, I'm gonna have Junior Caminero man that spot. pray that he gets the breakout season. I'm hoping at least. Now that one I'm happy about. Matt McLean's gonna fit in my second base or shortstop position very, very nicely. All right, let's see here. Let's go, Bryce. Worried about second baseman. Now I've got one. Again, he's not the healthiest. Chances are he's not going to hit a full season, but he is back at least. Get 500 at bats. I'll be happy with that. Bryce Miller, Daniels, Dangerous Team, $18. So if you guys are watching this here either live or if you're watching this on the replay, I would love it if you guys can leave a like on the stream. If you haven't yet done so, please subscribe to the channel. We are just starting out a brand new baseball channel here for Beat the Odds. It's basically just Beat the Odds baseball. Um, find that it's going to have pretty much the same logos, but all my baseball stuff is going to be migrating over to there as the season. $9 for Kevin Gausman. Do I want to pay that? Like my Blue Jays. We're going to let that one go. And I got a couple of good starters. I'm good there for now. Kind of just sit tight bit and just let the starters go. Pick up on some guys later on, I think. There's an offer that I can't refuse. I might it up there a little bit, but for now, that's how we're going to. $16 for Aaron Nola going to Brendan Ryan. Not Logan Webb is up next. I like Logan Webb, but don't think I'm in a position. And he's going to get sold for $14. Nice one there for Platano Power. Shota Amanaga is going to be up next. Brendan Ryan, this is 17 in. That might lock it down. And it will. Congratulations. Naga going to Hunter Green. See, if Hunter Green is not getting bid on, I might throw 13 right now. I'm out. Nicholas's nifty team is going to more than likely for. Wouldn't have minded getting him on the squad, but I'm not in really of a position to pick a starter at the moment. Willie Adames is next. He's up to $12, which, I mean, if you saw what he did last year, $12 would go, but now he's a giant. Although that being said, I mean, I look at a guy like, I know I've been hard on Willie Adames, and I think $12 might actually be too low for him. Probably should have been. You look at a guy like Matt Chapman, who he had decent season. absolutely had rise of a for the Giants, and same type of batting profile as Adames, maybe power to the gaps, but you know, I don't know. I think there might be something there. I think Nicholas Nifty team probably got one of the nice steals for Willie Adames. I'm surprised I would actually even say that, all things considered, but I think he's going to do pretty well with that. Next up, we got Wilson Contreras. Looks like I'm going to be losing out on him. Don't want to be going more than $12 on him. Falling into the same trap as what happened in the Yahoo League. I didn't pick a catcher, which, and I'm not too upset about that. I don't have a catcher pick to this point. I would have loved to have had Wilson Contreras. It's not going to work out for me, but there's still guys I can pick up. Spencer Strider. $11 for Barry's Royd Ragers. I might take it. It's gonna. Congratulations, Berries. Your team, if Strider's healthy, good lord. Witt, Cruz, the best catcher, arguably in Contreras, the best hitter, arguably in Otani, who's going to Spencer Strider. Yeah, if he's healthy, it's going to be a scary, scary team. All right. Start our train going here. We are not quite officially, but pretty much at the third of the way mark. Todd's talented team taking out Jacob DeGrom for $13. Kind of like Spencer Strider. Not expecting DeGrom to pitch a bunch of innings here, but thing that worries me about DeGrom is that he should be ready to go at the start of the season. I don't know if his health is going to hold up over the course of a full season. We'll see if he can make it September this year. If he does, that's going to be a great pick. Pablo Lopez being locked down by Nicholas's nifty team here for 16. Ryan Helsley up for bids for $12. We're the MVP. Lock him down. Congratulations. Edwin Diaz. Pardon me. Oh, went for 13. I should have put a bid in. Attention. That's a nice little steal there. Edwin Diaz, $13. Platano Power. I would have been happy with that. Diaz is going to go for $14 from Nicholas's Nip. Right up next, we got Anthony Santander. Get a little heavy. Thank you, Sandlot boys. You can have. I like them. I really do. Great source of power. Gonna be hitting the middle of a Blue Jays lineup, but I couldn't really afford $16. So Sandlot boys took them off my hands. Milo Doval, not likely the closer to start the season, but a nice bounce back season for him, and he might find himself in that position before the season ends. Dollar bid for Bryce. Bryce Crispy takes him down for $4. And to point, there is who is starting off for the Giants. And Sandlot Boys is going to get him for 9. Yenyer Cano. Interesting. Handcuff choice here to Felix Bautista, who's back uh, from his. But if he stumbles or he gets hurt again or something happens, that's going to be potentially closer in Baltimore. Nice little slide under the radar there, pick up for Mary's another $1. And there's the aforementioned. The Edwin Diaz at 13, I would feel much more comfortable. I'd have to get $12. So I think Alien Xenomorphs. Bobachet's up next. Oh, he's working it up. Want to go? That's hot. Well, here's hoping for a bounce back season for Bobachet. Did not want to pick him higher than Mac McCasera. Nicholas's nifty team's going to land Christian Yelich for $11. Phantom Power is going to land Tovar for 11. All right. Going on a bit of a reliever run here. We got Raisel Iglesias for $12 for Platano Power. We have Robert Suarez up for $9 for Platano Power. A row here. Yeah. Robert Suarez, $9. The Bailey Ober, currently at $12. Platano Power one more time. 4 in a row for Platano Power. Tovar, Iglesias, Suarez, and Ober. Cal Rally's up next. Home run leader, I believe, amongst catchers last year. Drove in 100 runs as well. Todd's talented team looks like he's going to take him down here for dollars. Ryan Reynolds up next. And looks like we got a theme going on here. $12 wins here. Ryan Reynolds for $12. Right. Now taking stock on my team here, I need catcher. I need another outfielder. My so far so good on my hitter side. Got a few options that I can go with that. On the pitching side, I've kind of waited as long as I wanted to wait to try and pick up some pitching help. Might be time to look into throw that up a little bit. But should also mention I have a lot of money left. Sitting at $43. I'm gonna have to be careful how things are going the rest of the draft. I have to be very selective with $10 going to Josh Naylor. I might take it down for Todd's talented team. Nestor Cortez. Might be a takedown again for Barry's Roid Rage. There's another $1 bid for Cortez. Congratulations. At least he's picking the guys that he wants. Garrett. Oh God. Garrett Cole. Well, Otani. That might be the best $1 that you would have spent if he wasn't going. The season long list. Garrett Cole takedown for Otani MVP. Probably not be an automatic drop. I mean, it's only a dollar. Not going to be near the other. Dylan Cruz up next. I'm gonna throw. I don't know if I really want, but I do. Oh, I got it. Tyler Glasnow up to $12 bid, $11 bids. 20 MV. One of the most dynamic pitchers in the league. And take him down. Next up, I nominated Bryce Lewis. They're sitting at the $9 bid for Nick. Take him down. $9. Todd's talented team in $11 for James Wood. I would have rathered Wood in that position less. East Castillo. Gonna go for $9 to. With Garrett Cole out, is Max Fried the new ace of the Yankees? If you're in the chat here, let me know. Not in the chat here. I think he is. Best pitcher left. Carlos Rodon might have something to say about that if he can up his Sandlot Boys gonna down for $12. Aforementioned Matt Chapman got an $11 bid here for Platano Power. Where he will That's where he will stay. Mark Vientos up next. $7 so far. Oh, jumping to 10. Got a few players still. He's only got 3 pitchers, so this first position player if he can get him. But it looks like he's going to go to Nicholas's nifty team 11. Carlos Estevez is next. Threw a bit in there just to see if I can steal him for 3, but I couldn't get him. Rice Krispies takes him down for grand off the table. 10. Next, we got Lars Newbar. Barry's Roid Ragers. He's got a plan. Got a plan. Pick up players that he doesn't think anybody else is going to. He'll end up having sneakily good seasons. And going to both lineup that he built from basically the first round. Feast our eyes. Next up, we're at Stephen Kwan. Gonna be taken down for $6. That's pretty good. We'll steal there for Bryce Christmas. Polarizing Mike Trout. Get 400 at bats out of him. $10 is going to be $10 really well spent. All right. Lawrence Butler up to $12. He probably going to take that one down, and he will. I was going to throw in a bid for him there, but I couldn't go that high. Or taken down Zach Allen for 7. Actually decided to throw in a few favorites. I am going to be in need of possibly another reliever to put on the team. Oh, judging by the way it looks, I don't know. I do have record. All right, where we at? Seiya Suzuki, $8. Todd's Talent Fifth is up next. I had Will Smith last year, if I'm not mistaken. Did all right. Probably have a bigger season. $9 going to Alien Xenomorph. Got another batter on the board. Luis Robert. Bounce back season. Well, $8 term bid. Like to throw a little late. Gonna click on it for 9, but missed my chance. Darvish now. I might actually get him for $2. I'm okay with that. Not expecting much from you, Darvish, but I need to start filling up spots here and to spend $2 on a Tristan Casas is potential 30 home at that Boston Orioles. Healthy 30 homer. See how we go. Alien Xenomorph for top bid at 7. Channel Power back over top with 8, and looks like that's how it's going to end here. Channel Power, $8. Dansby's up next. Actually, nice little guy to pick up for your squad here. Got a couple. Unlock dollars. Might win it. Win it. And it will. $5 Dansby are now about halfway through. 130 picks out of 276. My team's starting to come around here. I addressed the stolen bases that I needed. With Dylan Cruz and Michael Harris. Matt McLean might be active on. That should give me at least a chance at eating in those categories. Roki Sasaki. Fine, it's going to cost me more if I want him. $6 now. Up to $7 now. Sitting at a $31 budget. I think I'm going to have to pass. Go a little down the list here. Eugenio Suarez. And out boys takedown $4. Cody Bellinger is next. Oh, there we go. Wasn't sure if I was going to get him. Very happy to get him. $9, Cody Bellinger. That gives me a backup first baseman, backup outfielder. Good about that. That's probably, well, that's all that's left to spend here. So that was my last splurge, and it worked out in my favor here. Freddie Peralta, Alien Xenomorph lockdown for 6. Justin Steele is going to be locked down for 7. Going to Bryce Krispies. Hunter Brown up next. Like Xenomorph. Alien Xenomorph going to get him for $6 here as well. Sandy Alcantara. I'd like to throw in an offer here, but spent my money on my batters. Give me a second, folks. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. Tyler O'Neill. I'll toss in a bid here for Tyler O'Neill. Oh, there you go. Did a little quick step out here and picked up a guy I'm not too displeased to pick up here. May not get a bunch of at bats, but he's going to be hitting in a ballpark with the fences brought in. So hopefully that's going to mean powerful bat. Hands out here. What I should be concerned about, though, is I still need a second baseman, officially, and I still officially need catcher, and of course, pitcher. Drew Rasmussen. I believe he's supposed to be starting this. I don't want to jump in on this, but I don't think I took his last one here. I think I'll. Oh, Sandlot Boys. Sorry, Barry. Let me just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you can actually go back over top. Xander Bogarts is up. $3 bid here. Dangerous. Past the halfway point. Draft here. Right now, all I'm trying to do is close up my hitters and focusing a little bit more as Jay Langolier. All right. What I had my eye on. $4. Like them. I think I can spend that. $6. Panel power. Gonna Riley Green is up next here. Sandlot Boys. Dollar. Looks like it's going to be $5 is when he did here to Nicholas's nifty team. Okay. Pro Armstrong. $5 current bid here for Plano Power. Looks like that's going to win that one. I got to be careful now. Logan O'Hoppy is get my hand. Not gonna be. Spencer Steer going for $6 to Todd's talented team. Oh, that's my cue, if you will. Here, Jeff Hoffman's up. Channel Power over top. Xenomorph over top. That pretty much takes me out. Chani, I believe, is gonna come in there and for $5 for Joe Ryan. Nice little pick up there. Up next is Tanner Scott. Take Tanner Scott. Don't mind that. Michael Garcia, $1 bid. Gordo's Braves. That might. Oh no, Sandlot Boys over top of Luis Garcia. Channel Power for the win there. Shane Bieber. Any return to form, $3 is going to cost to find that out here for price. Ronnie's up next. Boom. He's a great guy if you're trying to build a team good on average. They need a third baseman. I would have tossed in. I got to be selective, a little more selective. Pick up draft here. Somebody who's going to second. Like Caballero for somebody who's catcher. Pitching. My three targets. Finish off this draft. Sandlot Boys is up here. Shane McClanahan. Otani over top at 6. Yeah, I would have liked to have, but not in the cards, as they say. All right. How do we want to do this? Let's do Gordon. You can just let me have him. I guess you need a second base. All right, you can have him. Josh Lau is next. He's out of my draft. I'll be getting him in this. That's okay. Comfortable with my skill. Was father bid wasn't out. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm gonna. Worst comes to worst, he's gonna sit on my injured list and ready to pick. I mean, mind spending. Honey Gray over top, $5. I might lock that one down too. Got a nice little starting rotation. And locking down Tanner Bybee for $5. That's going to be Alien Xenomorph. Don Dominguez is going to be next. Could lead off. Might be sent back to the minors because his defense in field is atrocious. We'll see. A lot of possibilities here. Just saw. Alien Xenomorph is going to figure all that out here, locking him down for 3. Up next, we got Kyle Finnegan. I think he's up for some saves this year, getting recent Washington. I think tenuous, certain, but Otani MVP up for 2. Brendan Ryan is up next. Evan Carter. That will be an interesting one. That could be a nice little steal. A lot of people are thinking he one of the comeback stories this. Nice little dollar win there for Brendan Ryan. Brandon Marsh up next. That might be down for a dollar. Otani is up next. Just kind of going through what Todd's talented team, basically our pitching staff. Alien Xenomorph, the entire hitting staff. A little more than. Otani back over top at 5. Out of the running. Might regret that later on. Could have used him for my second base spot. Bryce Crispy's up next. Max Muncy. I might act. Who would have thunk? This league counted OPS on base percentage. He wouldn't have gone for a dollar, but nice little pickup there for Bryce Crispy. Next month for $1. Sandlot Boys up next year. JT Real Muto. I have to go for it. Oh, Pod got 3 catchers already. Layoff. You're auto picking, so I know you can't help it there, but Lord in heaven. These some for the gonna have to do. Really don't want. Ugh. That's not how I wanted that. I'd much rather have had JT Realmuto. Bryce Terang's going to go for $3. The Todd's Talented Team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 players left. $10 to. Kind of scrolling down to see if there's any other players I got to be paying attention. There's a couple looking at here. Anthony Volpe up next. Alien. Right. I think I made a mistake referring to backup or a backup close. 8th inning guy. Starting. Apparently looking pretty good in the spring. Sandlot Boys going over top at $3 here. Holmes looks like that's what's going to take it down. Congrats. Sandlot Boys. Joey Ortiz. I don't know if I'm going to see any more on him. Might end up going for here to Brendan Ryan enthusiast and Bill Seth Lugo up. Out here on well, looks like I'm going to be getting Jack Flaherty. Quick on the trigger. And I guess the worst things could have happened there. Sandlot boys have a catcher. Don't mind that. Austin Wells, he could potentially be the person that leads. Xavier Edwards, dollar bids. Barry Royd Ragers. Like he's going to take that one down. Here we go. Taylor Ward, I nominated Todd's talented team over top for 2. Probably going to take 2. Yeah, I've got that's 6 draft. Mind going for a Garcia, but God. It's tricky at this point because you're trying to see who you want to go in on. Still, still a couple of players out there that I don't know. It's tricky. Like I got seven, 6 guys left to draft in extra dollar, which means if somebody places somebody down, I can overbid that one. Guys, I was looking at Jackson Hall. And it wouldn't matter because Alien Xenomorph is going over top at 3. All right, Gordo's up next. Getting spaghetti. Probably will land him. That's not a bad pickup. He had a pretty solid second. Nice little pickup there. I think that's gonna go. Like it's gonna go. It will go. Good job. Spencer Arrighetti, $1 to Gordo. Mason Wynn is up next. He's Royd Ragers over top at 2. See, at this point in the draft, this starts to resemble a lot more like draft. Although, of course, you're not kind of going in order for who we're not a whole lot of money left on Bryson Stott up next here. Otani MVP looks like he's going to lock it down for 2. Nobody's finished the team yet, but a lot of us are in single digits for money. Gordo's Braves has 12, third place, and then it's Todd's talented team 5 auto picking. No more for 1 5 auto picking. Lost my shot. Robbie Ray, I would have like. Oh, Otani MVP over top at 3. That's a nice pickup there. Congratulations. Yeah, I would have loved to have been in that. But I end up spending too much on Jack Flaherty, 1 extra. Tyler Stevens shot myself at the end of this draft. Be able to kind of pick over top of some players, but on the whole, I'm actually pretty happy with my. Got a bunch of guys I wasn't too sure I was going to be able to get. Cody Bellinger was on target list, and I was shocked I got. Bo Bichette, I may have paid a little bit more for, but back. And of course, he's my favorite player. Vlad's my favorite player, so I was happy to get him up for a superstar at the start of the draft. My pitching's not great, but I think it will do okay. Nico. I'm gonna pass on Nico. I was thinking about him. Nice pickup, Sandlot boy. Let's go, Zach Geloff. I'd be happy if I get him. Need to fill that second baseman spot. Want a low risk, potentially high reward. Yep. Okay. Good with that. Fits my 2020 profile. I do have good hitters for average, so I can afford to let a little bit of that slip here with Geloff. But even still, moving to that new ballpark in Sacramento that doesn't have health of foul territory, Oakland Coliseum had, I would say that Geloff's average should improve this season. Oh, I wasn't paying. Wanted to throw in a bid here for. Actually, there's still quite a few players still on this list that I can get that are worth considering. Okay, I don't feel quite so bad. Red is going to be a nice addition there to the Houston lineup again. That short porch left, the Crawford box is path quite nicely. Expect an uptick. Saying he's going to get 6 more. That's pretty accurate. I would say a 25 home run mark there. A good estimate of where you can expect his total to get you at the course of this. Zach Neto, another guy I would have loved to have picked up if I didn't already have a couple of shortstops. Oh, I see. Okay, so position players, God's talented team. Gotcha. Pitchers doesn't actually bode all that well. I need pitchers. Now we're at the back third. Carlos Rodon. Not sure. So happy with that. Need a bounce back season. Now I'm down to $4. Hey, Faith No More. You got Burns and Reagan's potential keepers. I think I'm still on Burns over Reagan's. I don't know if you're actually. I imagine you might be live. Anybody else? I'm not giving up on Burns. His tumbling strikeout rate. Off like Reagan's younger. Um, keepers leaked. No, I can't give up on Burns yet. Not yet. Stick with him for another year. See how things kind of go. If his rates are continuing to fall, then I revisit next year. But I think right now Burns is the option. Jonathan India up next. He might be actually leading off for Kansas City. Great place to be for that. Michael Garcia was gained a ton of value in that spot. All right. I'm gonna throw a closer up there. Henley Jansen. We're all kind of in the spot here. All right, got a closer. Think I'm good for closers for now. Thing I don't like with Reagan's, and it's no fault to him. Well, God, no, the Royals are going to be a pretty good squad this year. Tagging along that offense. I imagine the offense is going to be kind of middle road, but very top heavy. But for pitcher's sake here, it doesn't really matter where they're coming from as long as the game. Um, yeah, no, kind of going back to revisit that there, Faith. Still kind of sold as for course, at the end of the day, the choice is yours. That's the lovely part about fantasy football. But if you Paul Goldschmidt, $1, Nicholas. That's 70 picks left to go, which is kind of unfortunate. um, Gosh. Well, we have 4 picks for Todd's talented. Got one pick left for Alien Xeno. This actually might go a lot faster than yeah, because Todd's talented team. And then I think everybody else is down to one. Not one. 7. Brendan Ryan enthusiast 1, 2, 5, 6, 9 needs pitchers. A lot of pitchers. Very 4, 5, 6, 9. All right, so Alien Morph is now done. He's first to Otani catcher. Are you? Oh, you've actually got one. Holidays. Otani can override. Bryce 7 and lot need 4, so he's got $1 to override. I need 3. And Platano Power. So looks like Todd has to pick a pitcher and can override. Otani can override and Sandlot got one that panned out. It's basically not an auto pick if you're actually on the draft right now. It's basically going to Ryder, yeah. Trying to see. Where are you? Ryder, what team are you? I'll take a look. I'll give you my thoughts here. I want to guess. I should know this, but they don't put the managers on. Favorite Ruiz for Otani MVP. Bryce. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. Um Looks like you'll need to pick up another release. Well, I guess it depends on whether or not you're going, which looks like you just put in for uh closer. So on ya. Just gonna say you needed a reliever. Um you're got a steal for Steven Jackson Merrill. That might be a little I think I may have said it there when you picked like to a Jackson Merrill. But talent's unquestionably there, and but he might end up being a player on that offense wise, contributing to a gosh. Extension. Why in the world would I Senga? I wanted him. It's gonna be my next pick. Tatis, good lord. That name not come to mind here last. Fernando Tatis might be the only other player that I would say potentially better than Merrill by the end. All right. I was gonna pick Senga. Thanks, Sandlot boys, for taking him off my head. Starting pitch, Brendan. But yeah, overall, your team's solid. The Max Muncy for $1, that was a steal of a pick. Got Alonso and Harper choosing basically cornered the. Um, yeah, my only thing, maybe a little high on Merrill, but you know what? I'm probably bid high in a few of my guys here, so I can't really say too much about that. Dylan Cease, Garrett Crochet, you've got a solid starting pitch there. Justin Steele at $7 is going to unintended. Shane Bieber at $3. I think he has enough in the tank to make that worth your while. I think that's a good pick there too. Yeah, overall, I think you did really well. I've got two more guys to pick. Gordon Springer going to Daniel's Dangerous Mono. I mean, a lot of guys left here. Picked by somebody, I'm sure. Nicholas Nifty Team going to take him down for $1. There goes Jose Barrios. It's interesting. If you would have gone the entire draft without closers, there's a few out there that are well picking up. And now we're basically kind of going on one pick after another. There's aforementioned Brian Presley. That's still Gordon that down. Unless either Otani or Sandlot Boys goes over top, or Todd's talented team up. But I think the way that auto works, they're restricted from paying more than the pre-draft value, unless there is a like when if you were to pre-draft or pre-do your rankings before draft. If you've been with us here the entire time, you guys are saints. Thank you for spending the last couple of hours here or almost a half hours, I think, since the start of the stream. We're getting down to the end of it here. We got about 54 picks left. I've got 2 picks remaining. Todd's talented team has 2 picks remaining. So once those 2 are off the board, let's see. Connie's got 2 picks remaining. Sandlot Boys is so very soon. This is gonna go really fast. Nick Pavetta, $1. Barry's Royd Ragers. That's hard to say. Lots of R's in there. I think our Yahoo draft 3 hours. I started the stream an hour early, just guys. Willie Castro, nice guy to have on your bench, that's for sure. Tony MVP, probably gonna lock this down. Yep, sure will. All right, up next, Ronel Blanco. Basically, only Sandlot Boys and Otani that can take it, or Todd's talented team can take it. look like there's any movement there, so I'm guessing Ronel Blanco, somebody who actually I picked up in the Yahoo draft at the end of the draft. People are not expecting him to repeat what he did last year, but you know what? Even if he is over 3 ERA, that's going to be a very solid pickup. Congrats on that one. Nice pickup there, Bryce. All right, Sandlot Boys is next. AJ Puck. Could turn into the closer in Arizona. Definitely has got the stuff to be. All right, here we go. I want to do this. Let's go Pepe up. Looks to be, well, according to ESPN, best starter still out there. Debatable, of course. Draft's gone kind of quiet here, so you can pretty much pick up whoever you want. Someone bidding over you. All right, I got $1 left. Jurgson Profar, great pickup this late in the draft. He'll have a spot. Should have a spot after Acuna returns. I think it's just I don't think Kellenig's spot over Pro. Tanner Huck. And yep, $1. It's all about the $1 bid right now. Tanner Huck gone to Daniel's dangerous team. Labor Torres should be going to Nicholas's nifty team unless Otani wants to get a player here with his extra dollar or Sandler. What's nifty team? Take him down for $1. Zach Eflin, nice little pickup here. Not going to wow you away with the strikeout numbers. Walk anybody. Strikes. Any strikes. All right, Gordo's up. Probably take. I want to use the last pick. My question to those out there right now who might be watching this: one pick left, and it's likely going to be a pitcher. Which direction would you go? Rolis Chapman, nice little pick there. Could be closing pitcher for Boston. There's another pitcher out there in the mix here. Liam Hendricks returns. He already returned. Big part of the season. Or season left. Young Hoo Lee, who missed a big part of the season here. Big acquisition from San Diego or San Francisco. I've got my thoughts on who I want to pick up. Give you a hint, dude. But I won't be sad if I don't get him. I mean, it's the last pick of the draft here. It's, great if I do. At this point here, any of the pitchers that I picked, they're going to be rotating in and out of my line. But you can get them if I don't get them. But we're going to see if we can get them. Otani MVP, Jackson Jobe. He's going to be a really solid pitcher here for Detroit. Taj Bradley wasn't the player I was talking about, but definitely a player that I had my eye that I would have been happy to pick up with. That leaves four. Rice Krispies should be taking this down here for the dollar. Sandlot Boys is up next. We got 6 people watching this. I want to thank you guys for. Oh my gosh, Sagano. That's the first time I've seen him drafted. I totally forgot about him. All the hype around Sasaki. People forgot that Sagano came across or came over signed with Baltimore. They're predicting him to be a ceiling middle of the rotation guy, but still, you never know with the guys here. All right, so the guy that I was hoping to get is Mr. Wade Smith. Let's see if I can talk him. Not going to close, of course. It's going to be middle relief, but that Cleveland was just another world. Open that I can lock. Yep, there we go. Locked him in. So my team is now complete. We'll go over my squad here just quickly here for you. I'll tell you the things that I like and I don't really like about it. What I don't really like about it there is that I didn't spend nearly as much money as I probably should have on pitching, but that was kind of by design. Rather, one of the mistakes that I made last year, spent too much in pitching, and I didn't have a really good lineup, which is what you definitely need to have that part solidified in a head match. Well, I'm hoping that I can, out of the guys that I picked up for pitchers, I'll have 5 or 6 mainstays, and then the rest I can just out of the rotation basis, depending on matchups and whatnot. For hitters, though, I'm not happy with my catchers. Tyler Stevenson, he might not even be the catcher at the end of the season. I'll likely look for an upgrade at some point. Vlad, super happy with getting Vlad here. At $42, maybe a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but I would spend whatever it took to. Zach Geloff, he's not going to be my starter at second base for the season as long as he's healthy. And I've got Bo Bichette to back him up at short. So Geloff is going to likely sit on my bench, but he could be a good plug and play guy there if I need to put it up. Junior Caminero, maybe reached a little bit for him too, but at the time I didn't have a whole lot of third base options left on the board, and I didn't want to leave that position um, not as deep as I would like. Splurged a little bit, got Caminero. And I think right after that, I got McCain, which I'm happy to get McCain dollars. I think that's my most favorite pick of the draft. Risky pick, of course, because it's the entire season. But I think that will pay off for me as well because I can use him in either shortstop or second base. That's going to be handy for comes to players taking days. Very important for those who made the drafting. Very, very important to make sure that you can um, lock in your yeah, you can basically get as many guys as or guys with that play as many positions as you can. Make your lineup flexible. So plug them in, of course, the week. I would much prefer carrying a bench full of pitchers because I can cycle them through. than having a bench full of hitters that I can't really do much with them over the having a guy that like Matt McClain, Cody Bellinger, who we'll be talking about in a second. Uh, Having a guy like that on your team that can play multiple positions will come and really look like. Aaron Judge, well, I had to act on Aaron Judge. I don't think I've drafted him in any other of my leagues, but um, Barry's Royd Ragers ended up walking away with Ellie De La Cruz, with Shohei Ohtani, and Bobby Witt. So wasn't that many options. Top flight hitter, Aaron Judge, my guy, and I think I actually not. I think I didn't pay too much for him. I think I actually paid market value for him. So I was pretty happy. Um, Michael Harris the second at $18. I'm okay with that. Dylan Cruz at $10. If he lives up to the speed, I think he'll even 50. If he can do that, I like that pick. $10. Obichet, I'm counting on a bounce back season. I'll pay 12 for that. Cody Bellinger, another guy that I think I did really well on. Short porch, left, playing in New York, plays multiple positions. He's uh pitchers. Well, actually, Tyler O'Neill is the last hitter that I picked up at $3. I think that's safe enough to make some money back there, or get me some value, I should say, for that there. Oh, now we're going into the speed round. See that everybody's basically at a point where they've chosen their picks, so it's just a matter of ink drafting. And if you're on auto, it's just gonna. We don't have a whole lot of time left. We're about to close this down here. So O'Neill, happy with that. $3 short porch in our fence is brought in left. So that should prove to be helpful for me to get some home runs out of him here. For my pitching, Logan Gilbert, probably not. I think that's my least favorite pick of the draft at $32. I would have rather spent an extra couple of bucks and got a top flight starter, but I'll take Logan. Like Snell, if he stays healthy, worth 17. He's healthy in the second half of the season, worth 17. Misses half the season, end of the year, then $17. Mason Miller, my dark horse for the reliever of the year, but I had to pay for him. Not super happy about that. Yu Darvish at $2, whatever pick. Tanner Scott at $3. I like that pick. That's probably my favorite pitcher that I got, at least value wise. Happy with that pick for $3. Luis Hill's going to sit on my injured list until he's ready to go. Hopefully he'll be second half. Jack Flaherty, I overpaid for, but I mean, we've got Carlos Rodon for $2. Happy with that. Kenley Jansen, Brendan Pfaadt, Ryan Pepiot, and thrown to me and I feel pretty comfortable with it. So overall, I think I did pretty well. I should make the playoffs with this team if everything goes well. If my guys stay healthy and I funds that I paid on for, should be able to make it to the playoffs with this, and we'll see how far. But yeah, as far as trying to get an all around team, I think I did that there as well. I try to get strikeout guys as much as I can. I try to get guys that can steal bases, and I think I did. But yeah, that's going to be kind of it for my team. Brandon Woodruff is a guy that I was looking at that I was during getting there up there. Just about finished here. Gordo's break, got a handful of left to do. Brendan Ryan, yes, has got a handful of picks. After that, Bryce Chris, his last pick. Josh Young, nice pick. Got Porter Hodge. We're 9 picks left. So I know that most of the formats that I draft on now have 12 teams, 10 teams. I'm a little more old school. I like the 12 team setup and have to go a little deeper into waiver wires to find guys that you need. like to replace. I'm a much bigger fan of that. All right, 5 picks left here. Looks like it's basically just 4 for Gordo and 1 for Brent. Dunzo. And of course, just as a reminder, those who are in the draft here, I do have this Ronald Acuna uh, home run challenge winner card here, numbered to 466. A league for the winner of that league. Nolan Jones, Barry's Roy. That's actually nice. I think he's gonna have a bounce back now that he's assumedly healthy. All right, 2 more picks left. Oh, 3 more picks left. 274 and 270 for those Braves. Michael Bush. Most we got about left in this. Yeah, I want to thank you guys again for doing this here for those who are in the league. And if you're just watching because you appreciate this type of content there, appreciate that you're on with us, please do leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet done so. We are at our last pick with 10 seconds left here. Who's Gordo's Brave pick? Draft down. Jesus Luzardo. That's the last pick here. Okay, so that's going to do it here for the draft. Thanks again, guys, here. I will have more stuff posted for baseball before the season starts, so keep an eye out on the channel for that. And we'll see all those who are in here during have some really matchups, I'm sure. And yeah, we'll see you guys at the playoffs. All right, thanks again, guys. I'm going to sign off for now, but I will catch you guys in another episode.